When a man finally admits, "I failed my family," you know the pain runs deeper than words. On this episode of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, we witness something we've never seen before. Kody Brown, the once proud patriarch of sister wives, stripped of his pride, stripped of his polygamous kingdom, and facing one truth he can no longer escape. He blames himself. As Kody Brown sat among soldiers and celebrities in the freezing cold of Special Forces, his voice cracked. His eyes, usually full of control and confidence, trembled with vulnerability. He confessed quietly, "I failed my family." Those 5 words silenced the camp. For years, viewers watched Kody Brown juggle 4 marriages, 16 children, and an image of spiritual leadership. But now, there was no camera crew shaping his story, no TLC editing magic, only raw emotion and regret. He admitted, "I have an adolescent mindset. I never grew up emotionally. I thought I was doing what God wanted, but I ended up hurting the people I love the most." That confession didn't just echo across the military training ground, it echoed through the hearts of millions of fans who had followed Sister Wives for over a decade. Kody's words symbolized something bigger, a man finally confronting his own ego, pride, and emotional immaturity. He spoke about how he blamed himself for the collapse of his plural family, how each wife drifted away one by one, leaving behind only memories, heartbreak, and misunderstanding. "When the family broke apart, I told myself they betrayed me. But now I see, I pushed them away." These weren't the words of the confident husband we once saw. These were the words of a man who realized too late that leadership without empathy is just control, and love without humility is empty. Kody's emotional evolution has been long and painful. From the early days of Sister Wives, he believed his leadership and structure would keep his family united. He believed plural marriage was his calling, that by leading multiple wives with fairness and faith, he was living a higher purpose. But as the years passed, cracks appeared. Christine grew distant. Janelle questioned his leadership. Meri felt invisible. And Robin became his emotional safe zone, the one wife who still trusted him. In Special Forces, Kody confronted what many fans had already seen, his inability to connect emotionally. He said, "I was angry. I blamed everyone else. I didn't know how to be a father, not really." Kody's most powerful confession came when he spoke about his children. He admitted that he sometimes projected his own insecurities and frustrations onto them. "I wanted to be respected as a father, but I didn't deserve it. I hurt them by trying to control them instead of understanding them." You could feel the regret in his tone. He wasn't defending himself. He wasn't explaining. He was accepting blame. This was the same man who once told cameras he was the head of the household. Now, he stood in the dirt, stripped of ego, realizing leadership without love means nothing. Let's rewind the story. Christine was the first to walk away, tired of feeling unloved and unseen. Janelle followed, seeking peace and independence. Meri was emotionally gone long before she physically left. And though Robin stayed, even she could sense the growing distance. Kody admitted that losing Christine shattered him. "She was the first to call me out. She told me I wasn't safe to talk to anymore." That moment, he says, broke something inside him. He began questioning his entire identity. Was he really the husband, father, and leader he believed himself to be? Or just a man lost in pride, hiding from his own failures? One of the most striking parts of his Special Forces interview was when Kody described himself as having an adolescent mindset. He admitted he handled conflict like a teenager, defensive, reactive, emotional. I thought being strong meant being right all the time. But that's not strength. That's fear. In that moment, Kody wasn't a reality star. He was just a man, broken, reflective, and painfully self-aware. For the first time, he admitted that maybe, all along, the problem wasn't polygamy or faith. It was him. The show became more than a test of endurance, it was a mirror. Every challenge, every night in the freezing mud, every harsh word from the instructors forced Kody to confront his own emotional weakness. They broke me down, he said. But maybe I needed to be broken, to see who I really am. And that's the beauty of this moment, a man used to controlling everyone else finally being forced to control himself. Social media exploded after Kody's breakdown aired. Some fans felt sympathy. This is the most human I've ever seen him. Others were skeptical. Too little, too late. He caused so much pain. But one thing was clear. This confession changed the way people saw him. It wasn't just another TV moment. It was the crumbling of a persona. Now, the question remains, can Kody Brown redeem himself? Redemption doesn't come from a single confession. It comes from change, humility, and action. He says he wants to rebuild trust with his children. He wants to heal what's been broken. But that takes more than words, it takes time. Maybe this is the beginning of that process. Maybe, for once, he's learning to listen, not just lead. When Kody said, "I failed my family," he unknowingly spoke for countless fathers, husbands, and leaders who have lost sight of empathy. It was a reminder, failure is not the end. It's the beginning of awareness. Through his tears, Kody Brown gave us something raw and real, a glimpse into what happens when pride falls, and humanity rises. Maybe Kody's story isn't just about loss. Maybe it's about awakening, about realizing that being strong doesn't mean never breaking. It means admitting when you have. And as we close this chapter, we're left with one haunting but powerful truth. Sometimes, the hardest battle a man faces is the one within himself.